Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. The Senzo Meyiwa Trial continues. Family, on this video, we're going to focus on Constable Logan Jonathan. Constable Logan Jonathan was one of the state witnesses that came to testify on this Senzo Meyiwa trial. Constable Jonathan says he is a Metro Police officer from Ekurhuleni. He agrees that he was on duty on the 24th of June 2020. He says he escorted a suspect from Pretoria North to Boksburg Magistrate Court. They were requested by Sergeant Bongani to help. At Boksburg, they took the suspect, accused number 2, to Magistrate Gronje's office. Constable Jonathan also confirms on their arrival at the Boksburg Magistrate Court, they found a man in a suit waiting to go with the accused inside Magistrate Gronje's office. They waited about 3 hours before Magistrate Gronje was done with the suspect. Then they escorted the suspect back to Pretoria. At Pretoria Police Station, Sergeant Bongani took the suspect into the police station. Constable Logan Jonathan confirmed that on the 5th June 2020, Sergeant Bongani called them, requesting them to assist in another escort, meaning on the 24th, it wasn't the first time he was doing this. Because prior to the 24th, on the 5th of June 2020, Sergeant Bongani requested them being a Constable Logan and his team. So they came and helped with escorting a suspect. According to Sergeant Bongani, the suspect they were escorting was for a pointing out statement. And then Constable Logan says they met with Sergeant Bongani at the Alberton police station. On their arrival, the suspect, who is accused number 1, Muzi Sibiya to be precise, was already in the holding cell. Sergeant Bongani introduced them to Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe. Remember, family, the one who was going to do the pointing out, already we had him on the witness stand as a state witness, telling the court that he's the one who conducted the pointing out statement for Muzi Sibiya. So when they were all ready to leave, Constable Jonathan says they followed Colonel Hadebe, who was traveling with the suspect. As they were escorting, he says they kept a reasonable distance until they arrived somewhere in Vosloorus where the pointing out was going to be conducted. When they were done, they went back to Alberton police station. So when where the suspect was booked back into the police station, and then they dispersed. They were done with the escorting, then they went separate ways. Constable Jonathan continued to say on the 19th June 2020, together with his team, they were called to conduct another escort by Sergeant Bongani. They were called to Moroka police station where he met with Sergeant Bongani at the police station. Constable Jonathan says he was therefore asked by Sergeant Bongani to hand over the suspect to Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu, who was to conduct the statement with accused number 2. Accused number 2, just for a reminder, we're talking about Bongani Ntanzi. So when they were done, Constable Jonathan fetched the suspect and placed him in Sergeant Bongani's vehicle. Family, I'm sure after all these different escorting trips by Constable Logan Jonathan. Now we understand, the working relationship that Sergeant Mogano and Constable Jonathan had. Because, most of these escorting trips, Sergeant Mogano would call Constable Jonathan. Okay, let's go back to the Moroka police station story. So on that day, he says when they were done, he took the suspect into Sergeant Mogano's vehicle. Then they escorted Sergeant Mogano's vehicle to Fort Laura's magistrate court because the suspect had an appearance on that same day. At Fort Laura's, after the suspect, together with Sergeant Mogano, went into the magistrate court and their escort duty was done, Constable Jonathan says they dispersed because they were knocking off at 2 on that day. So when asked by Advocate Baloyi if, according to him, the suspect had injuries at any stage, Constable Jonathan said the suspect had no injuries. Much as he said no to that question, let's listen at what Advocate Mngomezulu is saying it happened in the torturing of accused number 2, who is Bongani Ntanzi. So let's watch and listen to this clip.
There was a device that was used to electrocute the accused person. He was electrocuted from his stomach.
Kuthiwa khona umshini owayesetshenziswa ke ukubambisa umsolwa ngogesi, kodwa ke lo mshini lo wawuthintiswa esiswini sakhe umsolwa.
You, Mr. Mabena and Buthelezi were exchanging during the use of this device.
Bathi ke wena noMabena noButhelezi nanishintshashisana ngokusebenzisa lo mshini lo.
I have no knowledge of that, my lord.
Anginalo ulwazi lwalo.
During the process of using that device, after the plastic was taken out from his head, the accused started bleeding from his nose.
Emva kokuthi ke kususwe lo plastic bese ke lo umsola aqhunywe kulo mshini waqala ukopha igazi ngamakhala.
Do you also dispute that?
Yes, I do, my lord.
Athi yebo ngiyaphikisa.
According to Advocate Mngomezulu, this torturing took place inside the Metropolis vehicle, meaning that the same car that was driven by Constable Jonathan, Logan Jonathan. Family, let's listen to Constable Jonathan's response.
My lord, at no point was the suspect in one of our EMPD vehicles during the escort or when taken or handed over at the police station.
Umsola akaze angene emotweni zethu ngesikhathi enikezelwa nanokuthi ayokhishwa esikhumulweni samaphoyisa.
That's then accused number 2 was untied and taken back. He was wet, bleeding, and he was taken back to the Toyota Fortuner.
Family, it is alleged as they were busy torturing him, Brigadier Gininda arrived and accused number 2, who is Bongani Ntanzi, was coerced to sign those pro forma confession statement. Constable Jonathan, with an unwavering, bold voice, he denies he was there when all these things happened.
You escorted them until you stopped at that particular area, and Brigadier Kininda arrived with those crew members.
Wathi yena wapheleza ukuyofika kuleyo ndawo and futhi ke ilapho ke kwafika khona uKolonel Gininda ehamba nasebenza nabo.
My lord, the only escort that was conducted was from Moroka SCPS to Vosloorus Magistrates Court, my lord.
Manje ke ukuphelezela okwenzeka kosuka eMoroka ukubafikisa esiphoyiseni saseVosloorus.
When Brigadier arrived, he opened the book with the boot of the BMW. He sat on the edge of the boot and he took out some documents.
Athi umefika Brigadier lapho avula ibhuthi ye-BMW wasesahlala khona lapho kuleyo bhuthi waseveza amaphepha athisi.
I have no knowledge of that, my lord.
Anginalwazi lwalokho.
All right. Brigadier Kininda took those documents and gave them to Colonel Rapad.
Athi kuBrigadier Gininda wathi mesevula amaphepha ane uKolonel Rapad.
I did not see Mr. Brigadier Gininda at Moroka SCPS.
Ngizange ngimbone uBrigadier Gininda eMoroka police station.
All right.
After all this assaulting, according to Advocate Mngomezulu, Sergeant Mogano got an instruction they should travel to Rustenburg, where the accused was residing. So meaning somebody called and said they must go to Rustenburg, where the accused was residing.
In Mogano, there was an instruction that they should travel to Rustenburg.
Emva ukuthi aphumeke esikhumulweni samphoyisa uSergeant Mogano wayesathola umlayezo ukuthi umyalelo ukuthi akahambe aye eRustenburg.
Were you still escorting them?
Awusawaphelezela?
I was not in Germiston, my lord.
Ngangingekho eJermiston.
They then traveled to Rustenburg. They were escorted by you. Sorry, may I just correct that? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Malo. The escort actually stopped after that. So they had to travel to Rustenburg, where the accused was residing.
Athi hayi kuphelezela kwamakhona lapho ke baseke baqala ukuthi baye eRustenburg la kwakuhlala khona umsomo.
Sorry, I want to understand. So Rapadi, Ginanda, Mabena, and all those guys all traveled to Rustenburg, in other words.
Rapadi was. May I just take an instruction
Yeah,
regarding?
because as far as I'm concerned, Ginanda is seated there
Yes,
at the boot of the BMW.
just to.
They give the documents to Rapadi. Then everything goes blank. Then people are traveling to Rustenburg. Where is Rapadi? Where is Ginina? Where is the lady in white?
Colonel Rapad, he actually left with Brigadier Kininda
Umyalelo wami uthi uKolonel Rapad wahamba no Brigadier Gininda.
because he was not present when the accused was taken to Primrose Police Station.
Ngoba engekho ngesikhathi umsolwa eyiswa esikhumulweni samphoyisa sase-Primrose.
On the way to Rustenburg, where they met Brigadier Kininda in the presence of Sergeant Mohola,
Manje kumase eRustenburg la bahlangana khona noGininda no-Sergeant Mohola.
the accused person was left attended in the motor vehicle, in the Toyota Fortuner, and they proceeded to his place.
Manje ke umsolwa wayeshiyeke emotweni iFortuner and then baseke beyaqhubeka beya la ehlala khona.
That's when Sergeant Mabena came back in possession of a black plastic bag, which he said they found ammunition in his room.
Ilapho abuya khona uSergeant Mabena ephethe uplastic omnyama athi khona babuya nenhlamvu zesibhamu.
Then accused number 2 asked Mabena, how did you enter his room? Because he was in possession of the keys.
Manje umsolo wesibili waseyabuza ukuthi hawange ungene.
Family, they can do everything to hide the real killer. They can do everything to pay for the real killer not to be exposed. But I'm saying very soon, he or she will be exposed. She will go behind bars. I am telling you, God is on our side. The real killer will be arrested. Let's not despair. Let's not give up. One day and very soon, the truth shall prevail. Thank you very much, family, for watching this video to the end. Please like this video. It is for the growth of this channel. Thank you so much. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you. Bye.